Welcome students. Today we are going to see about chapter 10. Last class we have completed chapter 9. Today's class we are going to discuss about Python classes and objects. First let us see what is meant by class and what is meant by object, and then how to define the class and how to define the objects. These are the things we are going to discuss in this session. This Python is an object-oriented programming language. C++ is also an object-oriented programming language. Python is also an object-oriented programming language. Shortly we call it as OOPS. OOPS means it solves the real-time problems. That's why we call this Python as an object-oriented programming languages. The main key features of this object-oriented programming language is classes and objects. Class is the main building block for the Python. In C++, functions are the building blocks. In Python, class is the building block. What is meant by building block? It is the base for Python, and it is also an template for the object. Object is also called as instance of the class or a class variable. In Python, everything we are using inside the program, we call it as an object. We can define the class by using the keyword class, and finally you have to give colon. The syntax for defining the class is class, on space you have to give, and class name. Inside the class you have to give statement 1, statement 2 up to statement n we can give. The variables which can be defined in the class is called as class variables. Inside the class we can define the variable. That variable is called as class variable. And functions can also be used inside the class. How can we define the function? We have to use the keyword def and function name. So that functions are called as methods. If we are using function in the class, that function is called as methods. Together, these class variables and method are called as members of the class. Without these class variable and method, the class cannot be accessible. These two are called as the members of the class. Here one example has been given. First you have to give the keyword class space sample. Sample is the class name. After that we have declared the variable. That variable is called as class variable. X comma y equal 10 comma 20. X value is 10, y value is 20. So this is the example for the class. For defining the class, we are using the syntax. For accessing the class, we need an object. So we should know how to create an object. For creating the object, we have to use the syntax object name equal to class name. In C++, we are using class name space object name for creating the object. But in Python, we are using object name equal class name. This process of creating an object is called as class instantiation. Next, we will see about class members. The class member is also called as class variable and method, which can be accessed by using the dot operator. For accessing the class members, we need a syntax object name dot class member. Let us see the example for defining the class and how to access its member variables. First we have given the class. Class name is sample. X comma y equal to 10, 20. That is the class variable. And s equal to sample. S is the object. Sample is the class name. As I already said, object name equal to class name. S is the object and sample is the class name. this is called, the process of creating object is called as class instantiation. And we are printing the values of x. Directly in the class, directly we can't print the values of the class variable. We have to use the object name. So we are giving value of x equal to s dot x and value of y equal to s dot y. Now we are adding both values, value of x and y, s dot x plus s dot y. So both values can be added together. X value is 10, y value is 20, and both values have been added and we are getting the output as 30. I think you understand clearly about the class, how to use class in Python. Sample is the class name, S is the object name, and for accessing the class variables we have used dot operator. Okay. Next, there are some important things for class methods. This class method is also called as class functions. It is very similar to the ordinary function, but we can represent the first argument in the function as self. If we want to no need to pass the value, we can call this method, so the Python will provide the value automatically. If a method has no arguments, and it should be defined as the first argument as self. And if you want to give two arguments, you can define first argument as self and second argument as the defined argument. So in C++, no such self function is there. Here we can use the first argument as self in the class functions. Let us see an example for finding the total and average mark of a student. Here the class name is student, and then we have given mark 1, mark 2, mark 3 as 45 mark 1, and 91 as mark 2, and 71 as mark 3. These are the class variable, and we are defining the function, class function or methods. Def process of self. Here we have used self as the first argument. This is called the class method. Then we are adding the 3 marks. Sum equal to student 1 dot mark 1. Dot operator we have used. Student is the class name and mark 1 is the class variable. Student dot mark 1 plus student dot mark 2 plus student dot mark 3. And we are finding the average for these marks, that is average equal to sum divided by 3. Total marks equal to sum. So we are printing the value of sum, and average marks equal to AVG. So average also we are going to print, and return function is there, means return statement at the end we are using. Now we are creating the object, that is class instantiation. S equal to student. S is the object. Now only we are calling the function S dot process. So the function can be called, and everything, the mark will be added, and we are finding the average, and we are getting the output as total marks equal to 207 and average marks equal 69.0. So in this program we have find the total and average of the particular student. Here the class name is student, and class variable is mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, and class method is process, and object name is S. Then we will see the next example. It is a program to check and print whether the given number is odd or even. Here we have given the class name as odd even, and we are giving the class variable as even equal to 0, and the function name is check of self comma num. Self is the first argument and num is the second argument. Here we are using the if condition num modulus 2 equal to 0. If the condition satisfies, means the answer will be it is an even number. If the condition becomes false, it comes to the else part, that is it is an odd number. Then we are creating the object n equal to odd even. N is an object, odd even is a class name. X equal to int of input of enter a value. We are getting the input from the user. Now we are going to call the function by using the object name dot, that is n dot check of x. X value first we are giving 4. So 4 has been analyzed, 4 modulus 2 equal to 0. So the remainder will be 0. It is true. So we are getting the output as 4 is even number. Next output we are giving the value 5. 5 modulus 2 equal to 0. 5 modulus 2, the remainder will be 1. 1 equal to 0 means it is false. So we are getting the output as 5 is odd number. So in this way you can use the class for creating the program in Python. Here the class name is odd even and the class variable is even and the function name is check and the object name is n. So in this way we can use to find all the odd numbers and even numbers by using the class. Without class also we can do this program, but if you are using class means it will be easy for the user to access. So in today's class we have completed how to create a class and how to define a class and how to create an object and how can we access the object by using the dot operator. Next class let us see about constructor and destructor. Constructor means when the class scope comes into the scope, that is called constructor. When the object goes out of the scope, that is called destructor. So this will be seen in the next class. Thank you.